Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast, 24/7 sports news, live interviews. I do interviews with bare-knuckle fighters, MMA, UFC, Bellator, you name it. I get fighters on here to tell them about their stories, their past fights and future fights coming up. So today we have, you see him right here on the screen, Paul the Ninja Turtle. Welcome to my show, man.
It's always a pleasure being on the Fuller Broadcast, man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, you and Brian Maxwell, Joe Elmore. I mean, I get some of these great fighters on my show. You know, they love my show. I don't know why, but, you know, I must continue. So give us a little update. We just heard some news about you getting ready to go on the BKFC. Is it the BKFC 18 or 19 card?
It's 18.
18. So what was it like? You know, I've been having people message me trying to figure out your story about saying that you retired and all this crap. And I keep telling them, hey, he retired from the MMA, not, you know, boxing or anything like that. So let's tell everybody out there about the story when you decided to retire from MMA.
Well, the reason I retired from MMA, like, I want my last three fights. I just didn't really have I didn't really have the fire to fight MMA anymore. I just fought them. I went in to fight because I still wanted to fight. I just didn't have the fire left in me to train like I used to for bare knuckle MMA. And my coach was healing from a broken neck from broken neck surgery, so he couldn't get in there with us and get us as ready as he wanted to. So I just kind of lost the drive because he's my coach, he's my main one, and if he I can see that he's slowly losing it, but not like losing it, but his kids are getting to the age where he's coaching them in softball and baseball and stuff now, so he don't really have the time at the gym as much as he used to. So me and my teammate Brian Stonehenge Jackson, we go in there and teach basically because we got the more experience and everything. So we go in there and teach the classes and everything. And we just with Brian's striking knowledge and everything, he's helped me get more ready for this fight. But don't get me wrong, my coach is in the gym helping me get ready for this fight because we don't have to worry about training jits and judo and everything else for this fight. We just got to worry about hands. So if he pops in just for an hour just to give me a little bit of mitt work, that's fine because he knows me and Brian because he knows Brian's helping me push, and he knows I'm getting ready to start cross training at a boxing gym up here up in Anderson, South Carolina called the Iron Covenant Gym, where Ronnie Bam Bam Rogers, who actually just got knocked out of the night on the last BKFC card, is training.
Yeah, I saw that picture the other day with you and him. He's a cool dude. I haven't had him on my show yet. So
I'm gonna have to get him on your show.
So what has the training been like, not knowing that you're going to be on the BKFC 18 before we talk about that fight with Joshua Alaverz, I believe his name is?
Alvarez, yes, sir.
Yeah. So before we talk about that, tell us about your training and what's been going on in your mind when you found out that you got a fight coming up.
Like me and Joe had. By the way, I'm actually with new manager. I'm with 187 Hitman, which is Joe Elmore and his wife's management crew. I'm with them, but me and Joe goes along back. Me and Joe fought back in 2017. 2017 or 2018, me and Joe fought in a pancreation match down in Florida, like 2017 or 2018.
I love Joe, man. I love Joe. He's the man. I love that dude.
Man, he's open-minded. He's open-hearted. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, he'll tell you. He'll be the nicest guy ever, but he can also be a dick when he needs to be. And Joe's the man. He knows what he wants, and he does not stop until he gets it. He keeps going, keeps pressuring. until you come to an agreement, which he did with my fight contract. Now I'm in the now I'm fighting for the big show. I'm looking forward to it. I'm on this stacked card with Palomino, Rich, Lombard, Tyler Good Diaper, whatever the hell his name is. What's the other guy's name? Oh yeah, my boy Travis Thompson. I'm looking forward to watching him do some work. And
Yeah, Travis Thompson. Travis Thompson's been waiting.
Yeah, Travis Thompson's been waiting for a minute. And
yeah, he's been waiting. Yeah. It's funny. It's like when I seen you on the card with him, I was like, dude, Travis Thomas has been fighting. He's been waiting so long to get back on that card again. And, you know, it's like, how do they come up with these choices of fighters when it comes to getting the card stacked with fighters in each weight division? I've noticed there's been some fighters, you know, waiting to fight, and they still haven't had a chance to. So how are they choosing these fighters to get into the ring and fight on the card?
See, that I'm not sure, because I know on the Alabama card, Bobby Taylor was supposed to fight on it, but his opponent dropped out last minute or something. And then they were trying to get him on this card, and then I don't know what happened there. Like, I guess their opponent didn't sign the contract or something. I'm not sure. I just know. I know he's been struggling to find a fight. He's 2-0, which he beat Luis Hernandez, I think was. Like he was like 6-0, like a 6-0 pro boxer, and Bobby goes out there and they go to distance, and Bobby gets him by decision, and then Bobby knocks me out in the first. So I respect Bobby. Bobby's an older fighter, so he may or may not have a lot more fights in him, but I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna come with everything he's got until he can't come no more.
So with the trainer and the coaches you have now, in being with Joe the Hitman Elmore, which is great to have him alongside with you, do you think your training has been a lot different now that you have different coaches, a manager now? Now your training is like here. Now you're up that level now where you're fighting with, you know, pro fighters in the BKFC.
See, I had a manager. I was with Daryl LaShawn, had a manager of the champions. And after I retired from MMA, I told him I would, if I decided to come back to fight in bare knuckle, I was on test other options. And we ended on good terms. I respect Daryl. Daryl sent me a lot of fights. We parted mutually because I respect Daryl. Daryl's an awesome guy. I love management of champions. Like Lorenzo Hood just got signed to the UFC. He's part of them. So, and you got Leo Pla, who's with them, who's still with them too, and a lot of big names that's still with them. And I like I said, I respect anybody and everybody that comes out of there. I respect Daryl. I've never met Daryl I've never actually met Daryl personally, and I've known Joe basically my whole fighting career. I've fighting Joe, fighting on cards with Joe. Like, I've never trained with Joe, but because I fought Joe, I know Joe. I've hung out with Joe, and just I trusted Daryl. I trust Joe. I would trust Joe. I trust Joe because
he knows more about you and knows what you want.
Right. Yeah. Which the guy that just knocked out Chris Salro on the last BKFC card, he's actually one of Daryl's boys too, one of his newly signed boys.
All right, so let's talk about your BKFC fight now with Joshua. So how do you feel about this opponent, and how do you compare matching up with him?
Well, to be honest, I've only seen one picture of the dude, and it's the picture on the BKFC card. Only thing I know about him, he's a 2-0 pro boxer. That's all I know about him. And the guys he fought, they didn't have the best records, but I can't say nothing. I've never done pro boxing, so I can't tell you if somebody's got a good boxing record or whatever. I'm not experienced in that state of the field, but I'm not going in underestimating anybody by no means, because you underestimate that one man, then you go in underestimating all your fights.
Yep, that's true.
Like I've never went in underestimating anybody because I always tell myself everybody's better than me. I'm just here to show them that I can beat them.
That's the true of thing for a fighter to say. So, with you getting ready for the BKFC and all the MMA experience you have, BKFC bare knuckle fighting is a whole lot different than what a boxer would experience because boxers have gloves on, right? 12 to 14 ounce, whatever the heck they wear. So, your experience, you have already experienced the bare knuckle fighting, so it's going to be experience for. So it's going to be experience versus somebody that doesn't have, like, look at our, what's his name? My boy, Reggie. He fought a boxer that had, and Reggie won that, I think, like before the 5th round started because that boxer couldn't handle. Yeah, it was like he wasn't used to the knuckles, being punched by knuckles, and it was just really getting to him. So your experience versus a pro boxer experience, it kind of equals, but it doesn't because you got to think about it. You're really punching harder with the knuckles than you are with the gloves.
Well, if you think about it, with the gloves. If you think like with boxing gloves, MMA gloves, I guess you feel like you're taking more of a beating because you're getting hit so many more times. So a bare knuckle, if you're getting hit as much as you did in a boxing match or MMA match, there's a problem because bare knuckle. Now, if you're taking if you can take a beating like that, you take a beating like that.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to be punched or be punching for 10 minutes, right? Not bare knuckle anyway, because even your hands will be fucked up and broke, your body's gonna be broke down, whatever. But hey, it takes heart, it takes the grit. That's why I'm doing bare knuckle because I have the heart, I have the grit. I'm looking forward to going in this fight against Joshua, and I'm looking forward to be a good fight. Win or lose, either way. If I win, great. If he wins, great. I'm gonna get up, shake his hand, or if I don't even have to get up, if it's a decision, I'll go over and shake his hand after the fight and tell him I'll see you next time.
so as me experience watching the BKFC on TV and my screen, watching every fighter, every moment of each fight they do, bare knuckle is a sport and it's going to grow and grow. So you're right. So when you get punched with bare knuckle, just like the minute you get hit, some fighters can't, how their face get already swollen up and like split open already. So the experience, I think, as a bare knuckle fighter, have you watched BYB, right?
I have, yes.
Okay, so tell me what you think about this as your experience. BYB, they stopped a fight with somebody that was barely, was bleeding, but wasn't really that messed up. Compared to BKFC, these fighters have hearts. They go in there, they will continue to fight, know how bad they're bleeding or whatever, like Joe Elmore. I love that dude with respect. He would continue to bleed, he would continue to fight. So tell me what experience, if you think that a ref should be able to stop a fight like that, but other than that, continue to fight no matter how, bloody you are.
Well, I know it's not the promotion or the referee. The referee usually doesn't stop it. It's usually the doctor telling the referee to stop it, or the fighter telling the referee to stop it. Majority of the time, the only reason the referee would stop it is if the referee is seeing it's an onslaught and you're getting slaughtered. That's all. Now, if you're all cut up and everything, that leaves that's a now. If you get a cut right up here, something bad. The doctor will stop it, especially if it's a bad cut in a bad position. That'd be the only reason. Like the referee will step in and stop it if he thinks it's too bad, but he'll get the doctor's opinion first. Okay. Like because my teammate Brian Stonehead Jackson fought twice on BYB. He's 1-1 under them. And now he's playing. Now he's playing. He's getting ready to start playing arena football along with my amateur heavyweight Tyrell. They're both playing arena football now.
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't like the team he plays for. The Cowboys, whatever, man. I'd rather be watching my Washington football team, But how ready are you to get ready for this fight? How are you like 100% healthy? You're ready to drop the ball on him tonight. If it was fight was tonight, you're ready to go. How ready are you?
Um, to be honest, I'm a little hesitant on saying that I'm ready because I know my cardio's not there yet, and that's what I'm working on. Like, my cardio's not bad, but my cardio's not 10-minute good. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I won't like my cardio might be.
No, you keep talking.
My cardio might be 8 minutes good, but I want my cardio to be 24 minutes good. That makes sense.
That's good. Okay, so the guy that just called me said, "Hey, ask Paul what he does for his cardio. What will improve his cardio to make him get ready for this fight? What are you doing to be ready and to getting that cardio up to that 1,000%?"
I'm running. I'm running a couple 2 miles a day. I'm doing wind sprints. I'm working. I'm working cardio, punching the mitts. Like constant, like 1 minute burst. Just hard, like one twos, straight like boom, 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 boom. Just and then working some 5, 6 and working some uppercuts, minutes straight and everything. Just so I can get my arms feeling like I'm gonna be getting used to that. And I'm doing the old fashioned karate body condition. I'm actually taking bare knuckles to the body condition my body because I know that was kind of my weak spot last time. Well, can't really say my weak spot because I wasn't quit because somebody punched me in the ribs. I'm gonna suck it the fuck up. Until my lungs get functional. Like when Bobby hit me, Bobby caught me he caught me in the floating rib, and I went. And my coach was sitting in my face. He looked. He said, "I really looked fucked up." So, and then the next one caught me in the chest. I was like, "Whoo!" Took my breath away. Came back, and then that's when he caught me with an overhand right.
All right, so we have somebody here say do sit-ups and ab workouts.
I also do. I do push-ups and sit-ups. I do sit-ups and crunches, and I actually here lately I've been just doing some what do you call it? I don't have a dip bar, but I've been using. I use my bed as a dip.
I know it's you, Zion. And it's our boy Thomas the Senior, Zion. So he's on here. You know how he is. Watch. He always likes to come on here. I love that dude. I can't wait to see him fight July 20. Is it July 23rd? I believe he's fighting.
He's just say I feel bad for any name that signs that contract, like because if he doesn't finish him in the first round, they will not make it out the second. Just saying, man's got hands.
So, as you getting ready for this fight, what would you like to say to your fans, your manager, to promotion Nate, matchmaker Nate Shook, and David Feldman? What would you like to say to these people right now, getting ready for your fight?
I just want to tell David and Nate, thank you for this opportunity again. I know I was on total line and I lost it. I don't know if I let y'all down, but I just want to say if I did, I'm sorry. But this fight, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm bringing it all because and I just told the line. It was bare knuckle was new to me. I was as ready as I could be prepared for it. Now I'm more ready because I know what to expect and be prepared for. And I want to tell what was the other ones? Oh, my manager Joe. I want to tell Joe, thank you for bringing me in as one of your fighters. You've known me most of my career. I've looked up to, I've looked at you as a role model most of my career. So we both crazy as shit. We both found that shit out when we did the 2 versus 2 fighting. We both crazy, and I love it. That's why, and that's why I'm glad I'm partnered up with you now. It makes me feel so much better.
So, as you see, you got your pro BKFC fighters showing up online and watching my show. Zion is one of the other dudes I love. Him being that young age at 21, and can't wait to watch this boy grow up and be a champion in his weight division. I think he's ready.
Just say, I wish I started when I was his. I wish I started when he started. And I'm 32 now. I didn't start till I was 25.
You can still go, man. You can still go.
Oh
You
yeah,
could
yeah.
be 48, 49, 50. Look at his father. I've been trying to see them two on the same card, man.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to see that father-son combination on the same card. See, I was trying to hook up my pro debut as my son's amateur kickboxing debut.
He said he started at 15. So
yeah, I remember seeing. I think it was some old pictures from I think it was the ring of the rings promotions up in Virginia. I can't remember, but I think I remember seeing a few of his young like when he was 17 or 18 when he was younger.
So as you being prepared for this fight, what are we gonna see you out of you when you step in that ring? What are we gonna see from Paul? A new Paul, a different Paul, or a same Paul?
Well, I've been working this fight camp. I've been working this fight camp around nothing but purely my boxing. Like, I've not been doing jujitsu. I'm not gonna lie, I have been doing kickboxing because I've been doing that with my karate coach because you can't just punch. I can't just box my karate sensei.
True.
Because if I do, he'll kick me in the head multiple times. so we go in there and kickbox there, but he does. Like, we'll be there for like 2-3 hours. We'll get a good hour in of just hand sparring and good just hand work. And
he said they were their champ at 19 in a month. All right, so continue what you were doing.
And it was just like, but that because I'm getting ready to sign a contract with Iron Cove, a boxing gym up in Anderson, because they're only like 30 minutes away, and they're only open the days they're open or the days my gym closed. But
breaking my neck, turning around to get the pictures, man. So
I had to flip my food.
So everybody, if you guys never met Paul and Ninja Turtle, he's a great guy. He's been at MMA for quite a bit, and he's now starting at BKFC June 26th. If you guys want to sponsor him, let's get him to say anything he likes to say to get you guys to sponsor him. Go ahead, bro.
But yeah, if anybody's looking to sponsor me, I have sponsorship packages available. I can shoot you an email. Just shoot me a DM on Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, you can always.
Got YouTube.
I have an Instagram. You can hit me up on Instagram at Ninja Turtle 24, which I'm getting ready to probably change that soon to Ninja Turtle BKFC, I believe. And y'all can hit me up there or DM Jeffrey, and I'll shoot him my phone number for y'all to contact me through text message or phone calls. But I have a couple of sponsors for this fight. I want to give a shout out to Guaranteed Motors LLC. They've been with me most.
You still there? I think you put yourself on mute. Are you there still? All right, I guess having technical issue. Let's see if he comes back on here. All right, let's see. He put himself on mute. Let's see if that worked. He muted himself. So, all right. Once he gets back, remember, guys, make sure you download the BKFC app, the bare knuckle app, to watch the fights on June 26th and July 23rd. June 26th is going to be a great card. As you guys know, they have 4 different title defense coming up on that show. So continue watching your Bare Knuckle app. Download it. You'll see a lot of excitement. You can also see the reruns of the recent fights from the BKFC. So right now, I think Paul, he'll be right back. Give him a little shout out here in a minute. So I appreciate everybody that's watched this show. Paul's coming back. He's going to be fighting Bare Knuckle fight with Joshua Alaverz on June 26th, which is going to be a big card. Make sure you don't miss it. Download your Bare Knuckle app. And I thank all my sponsors right now that have been helping me out. Once Paul gets back on here, I'll shout out my sponsors. Let's see if we get him. You there, man?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had two random numbers trying to call me, so I just cut my phone off. I apologize. I ignored it, and then they called right back.
It was probably Joe. You better watch yourself, man. Better watch yourself with Joe.
I got him programmed in. I've had him programmed since 2017, so.
All right, so before we get you off here, I apologize with the technical issue, everybody, but Paul's back. Let's get him to talk a little bit more. He was talking about the sponsors, the shout-outs, and what we're going to expect from Paul in 2021.
Just say I've looked to turn my career around now since I don't really have to worry about working on nothing but my hand, but particularly my boxing. That's always been what I thought was my weak point, but apparently I feel a lot more comfortable with my hands. I got comfortable fighting Bobby with my hands, so that made me feel good because I had never been in just a plain out boxing match ever until I fought Bobby. So that made me feel that made me get more comfortable with my hands. So now I feel more comfortable, and I'm gonna put him on Joshua Alaverz. But I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Francis Solano out in Cali. She has her own moisturizing services and everything. I cannot pronounce it. I remembered it, but I cannot pronounce it. But if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all can see the post because I'm making some sponsor posts today for my sponsors. Gotta give a shout out to my boys Guaranteed Motors Guaranteed Motors LLC in Spartanburg, South Carolina. They've been with me most of my pro career. They're awesome. They're great guys. Drew himself trains in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he's around the MMA. He's around the martial arts territory, so he knows what we go through. And I got to give a shout out to my boys in Redefine. They've been with me since 2007. Every time I try to come out with one of their songs, the promotions don't play it, or the promotions can't find it. So I can't really come out to their songs, which sucks. Even though I send them links, they can't come out with it because it's provocative. And I gotta give a shout out to my boys in Phil, Dustin Mitchell. He's been a huge supporter, huge follower for me. But this is the catch. You want to hear this catch? When I retired from MMA and just went straight to bare knuckle boxing, I've had a lot of people hit me up and ask me why did I retire, because they can see I still I still look good and I still look like I should still be out there. And my response to them is, where were you when I was fighting in MMA? I said that's why I said it seems like I'm getting more support now that I said I was retiring from MMA.
All right.
And just want to say bare knuckle. I get it. Bare knuckle is a lot more entertaining. Yes, I understand that. But I promise you I won't be fighting in South Carolina probably for the next 4 years in bare knuckle.
Yeah. All right, guys. You heard it from the Ninja Turtle. Make sure you guys download the Bare Knuckle app to watch June 26 fights. You will see 4 title fights, and Paul Ninja Turtle takes on Joshua Alaverz. So make sure you guys download this app to see some great fights, and Paul returning back to BKFC. Thank you for being on the Fuller broadcast, man.
I love you, and make sure you eat your vegetables. And I love the Fuller broadcast. Thank you. Thank everybody. Peace.
All right, have a good night. Thank you for being on the Fuller broadcast, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, you heard it from Paul the Ninja Turtle. He's getting ready to fight June 26th. Make sure you guys download that app. There's going to be tons of great fights, 4 title defense in one night. Who's going to come out on top and be the champion? And also, you can see the undercards with Paul versus Joshua Alaverz. So continue watching. You'll see a lot more excitement. And make sure you tune in on Saturday night when I got a special guest from the bare knuckle fighting at the 135 division. So stay tuned for more bare knuckle fighters interviews. Have a good night from the Full Broadcast.